Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Wednesdays with Larijuana. Every Wednesday, right here on CannaWannaBuy.com, we bring you the latest in information on recreational and medical marijuana. This week, we have a couple of stories for you. The first one is from the Huffington Post, and it's written by Matt Ferner. It says, even sugar is more harmful than marijuana, Americans say. Of all the vices a person can indulge in, which is the least bad for your health? According to a new survey from NBC News, the Wall Street Journal, Americans believe that marijuana is the most benign. In fact, many people believe it is even less harmful than sugar. Those surveyed were asked which substances is the most harmful to a person's overall health: marijuana, sugar, tobacco, or alcohol. 49% of the respondents said that tobacco was the most dangerous. Alcohol came in at 24%, followed by sugar at 15%, and only 8% of those surveyed said marijuana was the most dangerous. High alcohol consumption is indeed linked with a number of grave health problems, including heart disease, liver disease, a weakened immune system, and elevated risks of developing cancer. There are also about 88,000 deaths attributed to excessive alcohol use each year in the United States. Similarly, there is a laundry list of well-documented adverse health effects related to tobacco use, which harms nearly every organ in the body and causes the deaths of nearly 480,000 people in the United States annually. But perhaps what's most surprisingly is that Americans think sugar poses a greater health risk than a drug that the federal government classifies among the most dangerous substances available, alongside of heroin and LSD. On the other hand, considering the health effects associated with, say, drinking a lot of soda, which can lead to obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease, and ultimately heart disease, stroke, and even death, Americans may be onto something here. Sugar, an additive to many kinds of food and drink, is difficult to avoid. The American Heart Association recommends that women get no more than 100 of their daily calories from added sugars, while for men, the upper limit is 150 calories. However, for many people around the world, added sugars are contributing to an additional 500 calories a day. Sugary sodas can be so dangerous, doctors say, that soda intake should be limited to less than 1 can of soda per day. And what about marijuana? The drug is not without some health risks. Excessive use can lead to respiratory discomfort, although the drug itself does not impair lung function. Among people prone to the development of psychosis, research has shown that smoking pot can lead to an earlier onset of the disorder, and there's understandable concern about adolescent marijuana use and its effects on the brain. Now, going on to the next article. Here are 9 reasons that rolled weed is better than packed weed. And this is from HailMaryJane.com. Number 1, joints are easier to conceal than pipes or bongs. You can keep them in your sock, pack of smokes, or in the brim of your hat. Number 2, they are better for traveling. This gentleman writes, I've been passed by cops when I'm smoking a joint, and as long as I hold it like a cigarette, they don't give it a second look. If you happen to get pulled over, you can always eat the joint or a blunt, and it's not a waste. You'll be high later. Number 3, flavored papers and blunts taste so much better than those vials of flavoring. Number 4, if you know how to roll properly, a joint or blunt will burn way slower than smoking the same amount out of a bong or a bowl. Number 5, papers and blunt wraps are much more portable than a piece. Number 6, how often do you see someone busting out a pipe at a concert? Number 7, rolled weed is more sanitary. If you suspect someone of hitting the blunt is sick, you can always cup your hand around it, and that way, for sure, you can make sure that you don't catch any diseases. Number 8, plain and simple, a joint doesn't shatter when you clumsily drop your pipe or something like that. That's a good one. And number 9, roaches are awesome for emergencies. Many of us run out of our marijuana, and to save a couple of roaches can always get us one more nice relaxing high. So that's it for this week. Sugar is not as good for you as marijuana and is worse. And of course, rolling a joint is better than smoking in a dirty bong or pipe. That's it for this week. Peace and love, everybody. Don't forget Medical Marijuana Radio on Fridays and Saturdays on the Time for Hemp Global Broadcasting Network and medicalmarijuanaradio.com. Peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. Feel well.